When people are released from jail, they have the responsibility to appear in court. But some of these people choose to go on the run.
They go back home to mommy.
And that is when these guys come into the picture. So sit back and listen to the Off the Hook podcast with Chad and Rob.
Very fine people on both sides.
These are real stories, but the names have been changed.
What's going on, guys? I'm Rob.
And I'm Chad.
Yeah, he's over here sipping on the coffee this morning.
Oh, man, I'm loving me some coffee this morning.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? It's another week.
How you doing? At the time of this recording, we are 1 month out from the exciting election.
Exciting, but glad to be.
God,
glad
I'll be
it's
so
over.
glad when this is over. I don't care what side you're on. I'll be glad when it's over and everybody stops talking
Yeah,
about it.
right. So today we're doing a little something a little different. Today we're just winging it. Today, guys, we wanted to kind of get a little bit more personal, not too personal about us, Chad and myself, because we all know that Chad don't like this.
Yeah. You and your damn dog.
I keep this duck up here because he don't like it.
You Jeep people. I swear, man. You Jeep people.
I've already talked to my son about that. We're talking about he's about to start driving. I was like, hey man, I might get you a Jeep Wrangler. He goes, oh, that's cool. I was like, but there's one condition. Screw the whole duck thing. Don't do it.
Man, I'm seeing more people put crap on their dash, man. They want to be like that. And I mean, like driving in here in the mornings down to the office, man, it's like I pass these little college girls and like they got a bunch of shit stacked in their window. Like, I don't have a Jeep, but I'm going to be, I'm going to do it too. And they got like little stuffed animals and like, just freaking drive. You're already looking at your phone. You're messing with everything else. Your screen. I mean, why not some more obstacles so you can't see, man?
Oh, look, we tried to plan out. We tried to plan this morning out a little bit. This wasn't it.
I'm just amazed at the stupid people I pass every morning, man. And like, yeah. So I just got back from my trip.
Yes. How did that go, man? You and your family?
Yeah. We went down to Florida during the hurricane, which, it was funny. Like nobody was in the lane going down there. Everybody was getting out. And we're the only ones going down there. So anyway, but that was on the Gulf. We were on the East Coast side. So we ended up in Orlando for one night and went to Disney Springs and checked out, all that stuff before we drove over to Cape Canaveral. And the weather was, a little bit of off and on rain, nothing serious. I kept checking the radar and like I saw where it was like right beside us and it was huge. And just thinking, man, we don't know which direction that thing's going to go at that time. They kept. Oh, sorry. Rob, you broke the
I did,
the
man. I was supposed to put it on silent.
Yeah. Anyway, man. So, we just kept. It was fine. We were good. We were at. I mean, there was in the hotel we were staying at. It was a nice hotel. There was probably 100, no kidding, 100 linemen from different states already there in Orlando.
I tell you what, man, they don't play around, do they?
No, man, they were ready to go.
I've seen a bunch of TikToks on like here lately about linemen, like, and they're leaving. Like you said, there's like 200, 300, 400, 500 damn trucks in a row just going.
Yeah, so like those are the true heroes. Those are the people that keep your lights on, keep your world spinning as you know it.
And we appreciate you guys.
So
hopefully, if you're out there and you're working your ass off, we're hoping that you can get some type of laughter, some type of
somebody come up to you and say thank you for what you do.
Yeah, and listen to us while you're out there. So yeah, we man, but Western North Carolina got
who saw
rocked.
that one coming, right? I mean,
man, Lake Lord busted, dam busted, and
yeah, that was where what's his name with Patrick Swayze?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing was filmed, Lake Lord.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. So anybody out west in Western North Carolina, out here on the eastern seaboard here, we feel your pain. We know what it's like to go through bad hurricanes, and we hope that you're safe. The people that are safe to get found. I hope you get attended to and not passed over by the federal government.
So we got to talk politics for a second. All right, we know one guy who's already popped up down there to assist people, brought supplies, fuel.
I think $25 million also.
Yeah, and that man is DJT. We haven't heard from the cackling Kamala or
well, she's out getting money for her
10. You know,
she's out getting money for her campaign.
Yeah. You know, and that I believe Biden's basically stated that he sent all that they're going to send. That's the statement I've heard. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But
I don't see it.
If we can do all this for the Ukraine and, you know, send tons and tons of supplies, money to them, and we're not taking care of our own, I hope you people, when you go vote, think about it. Who's really taking care of you? Now, today, on this date, October 1st, we have the shipping container.
And
the ports are all striking today.
And
all
there's
on
a port
coast.
here in
There's
Wilmington.
A port here in Wilmington.
One of the major ports is here in Wilmington.
I believe there's 26, 27 ones that are striking. And so we're going to feel it soon about products and things that you need. Food, you know, clothing. You know.
Remember that when you go vote. Because we didn't have this shit.
And what are they doing about it?
Yeah, it seems like to me they're just kind of ignoring Western North Carolina. Honestly, you know, I've been watching the news, you know, TikToks. I mean, you see everything. I don't see anything going on from the federal government. I do see a lot of the other counties in North Carolina sending their resources out west. Brunswick County, New Hanover, Pender. Everybody out here has sent resources. I know a bondsman right now, Tony. Tony Godwin's out there right now. He's out there just passing out water, just simple stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting more help from the actual state itself than the federal government. And, I mean, that's bad to say. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. Keep going.
But that's bad. And that's bad to say when the federal government is supposed to be there to help people of the 50 states. You know what I'm saying? And they're not. We'll send $2.1 billion to Ukraine. And so fuck you, North Carolina. Go to hell.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's the way it
Tennessee,
feels.
Georgia, North Carolina, you know, see you. It's not good.
I think DJT met with Governor Cooper, actually, and actually things went pretty well there. Yeah.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, I think it went pretty well on that end, which is cool. I like seeing, you know, bipartisan.
Yeah, get along and get things done. Yeah, that'd be great.
Can
we do more of that?
Because to me, how I feel, everybody's got their own opinion, but the Constitution starts out as we the people, right? Everything, it starts out we the people. All right, so I believe that DJT, Mr. Trump, is for the people. Yeah. And giving the government back to the people, not the...
Less government, less government.
Don't tread on me.
The government does not have your best interest at heart.
No. What did Ronald Reagan say? He said the worst words you can hear out of government is "we're here to help." Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyway, so all you guys out west, you know, we're praying for you. We hope the best, and we look forward to, you know, to hearing more stuff coming out. You know, more news coming out of the West and North Carolina and other states. So, but I got something special. I do it all the time for our guests, but I had to do it for Chad because Chad's my buddy and he's on his kick right now. So I've got to do it. So I'm going to do an actual introduction for you. Ready?
I got an introduction.
Ready?
I thought we had it.
There you go, son. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Mr. Chad Taylor, the man, the myth, the legend. He's owned Off the Hook bell bonding for a long time. 28 years? 28 years?
Not that long. 26. Yeah, something like that. Whatever.
So he's on his kick, man. He's on his kick right now with
Yeah.
with Riff Raff. and it's funny as can be.
He's got a couple of good ones. Most of them suck, but he's got a couple, that are pretty cool.
They're catchy.
Yeah, they're catchy.
So Chad here likes to. What's your favorite thing? I know you like to fish.
Well, I like to go to the gym, and I like to go fishing and ride my jet ski, and I combine the both. I fish off my jet ski.
I've actually took it out for a trip or two, and that thing is that's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, it's fast and it's big.
Yeah,
3 people on it, and
I pulled up to the Lee Island and I saw that thing there, and I was like, there's my boy Chad over there.
Yeah.
So, and how's the carnivore thing going for you?
Well, so I went on a little cruise. We left out of Cape Canaveral, went to the Bahamas, and got on that new ship, that Utopia, that one they've been advertising on TV, and
pretty cool. I seen some video. You showed me some videos.
Yeah, man, that thing is huge. It has we were like over Central Park, overlooking that in the center of the ship. So it's literally trees and all that. It's got a big zip line, and it's got a theater in the back that was really cool. They put on a good diving show set to 80s music. You're in love with that. I like some 80s music. And then ice show. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Went snorkeling with the kids and got to enjoy the places there. And
how was the food up there?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, we go to formal dining every night, the buffets in the morning. But yeah, I would stick to my carnivore way of eating the best I could. But I'm still human, and I'm on a ship, so there was alcohol involved, and there was sweets at dinner. But all in all, I did pretty good. So I'm back on track, get my stuff back together. And I'm worried about this shortage we're going to have of stuff. So I'm going to hit, I live off ribeyes and stuff at night. So I got to get all that today.
Yeah, it's... I got to do the same. I got to leave out tomorrow, but before we get to that, how was the entertainment on the ship?
Yeah, the shows. Yeah, the awesome shows that we saw. They were really cool. Everything was just done up nice. I mean, the ship's only 2 months old, so it's really brand new. But we got dressed up, and got to do it every once in a while,
right?
Don't look like old bondsman all the time.
Right. So I take it the kids had a good time. Kids had a good time.
We all had a good time, man. It was fun. It was a needed trip, but I'm energized. I'm ready to get back at it. Catch some people, tell some more stories, and keep the world spinning, right?
Yeah. I wrote a couple bonds while you were gone.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wrote a couple bonds while
Rob
you was
likes it when I forward the phone calls to him, because I get some really nice phone calls.
Man,
you people wouldn't imagine the calls I get,
dude.
We have to weed through. It's like going through the trash to find something to eat. That's the only thing I can equate it to. Is the calls I get.
It is not. It's not fun at 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Hell. Even 11 o'clock when you just fell asleep, or 10 o'clock when you just fall asleep. But it's hard. I got one at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was actually a decent one. And I was like trying to wake up, trying to get up, and not like I stepped on a dog, like trying to get in the bathroom.
So to explain to you folks, when he says a good one, what he means is we get people that call and they're like, "Yo, man, I need you to go down there and get my main friend out. He's in there locked up under a 10 for assault." It's just a bunch of slang that you got to decipher, and we're loaning these people tens of thousands of dollars, so you got to figure out, is this a good risk, or they're going to take off and go. They're calling you from a New York number or somewhere. They're not local. They don't have a job.
I don't know
what he's saying is, like, we get a lot of calls that it's more than likely you're going to end up chasing that person immediately. There's no it's not a good risk, I shall say. So yeah, we have to chase people, and that happens. But you can also kind of do a risk assessment. We don't say yes to everyone who's waving a couple bucks. That's not how this works. So
yeah, it's
what he means is there was somebody that actually had a job. They knew the person well or related, and they fit the criteria in order to do a bond. Same thing as if you went to go get a car loan, a house loan. You are a risk assessment.
right.
Those are stationary items. These are ones that can think and take off. So it's a little more complicated.
Yeah, but I'm glad the phones are back over to you, buddy.
Yeah, right. I bet you are.
Yeah, I fly out I'm flying to Nashville, Tennessee tomorrow. Kind of unfortunately not the trip we wanted to take, but I had a death in the family over the.
Make the best of it. Go say hey to Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin DeGraw. Look, brother, if you're there, I texted you last night. It was kind of late. Texted you last night. If you're there, let's have a beer. Let's go to your bar while I'm there at least. But
he starts his tour October 18th, I believe. So he's got now and then to wherever he's at. But then he's going to be out of the country.
I could hunt him down while I'm out there. Hey, come on, let's go.
He's either there or Vegas, I would guess. That would be my two guesses.
Gotcha. Get back into a little bit. Introduce you to myself. I got a little bit of music.
He's got his intro music.
I got my intro music.
Let's go.
Let's see.
Let's go.
I had it queued up in the right spot, but I don't think it is now. Let's see if it.
Go with it. Just go with it. Yeah.
That's almost there. That's my man, baby.
She thinks my track is sexy. It really turns her on.
I thought it was going to be dueling banjos.
No. that was a good one. That was a good episode. But no, that's Kenny Chesney, baby.
Yeah.
That's my man. He's awesome to go to. He's awesome to see. And if you haven't seen him in concert, you need to. Somebody's trying to come to the door.
Yeah, that's gonna ruin the whole podcast.
Yeah. Go away.
Okay.
All right. So Kenny, I went and saw him. I've seen him a ton. I've seen him in Raleigh. I've seen him at the Country Music Festival when Morgan Wallen canceled, which was the best freaking one ever. Because when I'm not a huge Morgan fan, I like some of his stuff, but he's good, it's whatever. But Kenny is the GOAT. So when they said that he was going to take his place, I was like, hands down, best party ever. And I saw him this past April in Charlotte at the Bank of America Stadium, right up front. I was up front on the stage where he was at, and I was looking up at him, and I was just like, you're a short guy. Yeah. He's a little guy. But had a blast with him and in his concerts. I want to go see him at a smaller venue. But I'm a big country music fan. I like country music. I like a little bit of everything, but I'm mainly country music. I play the guitar and
yeah, I like some country.
Yeah, I play in I have a band. We're playing down every Tuesday night down here at Gary Steele Productions. It's my buddy who
he went to my church. Gary did.
Yeah,
I know Gary.
Good guy.
Yeah,
I like Gary. So Gary's in the band actually. He's playing keyboards. So we're trying to put a set list together right now and get it out. We've only practiced a few times and it's good. I like fishing like my man here does.
And he's taking me out duck hunting. We do a little bit of
took
duck
you
hunting.
one morning.
I want to do that this winter, man. I saw some duck down there and I was thinking, man, I could get a shot off at those guys.
Yeah, I know, right? I love me some duck now. That's good eating too.
Yeah.
Oh, God. But duck hunting is like my thing. I love to duck hunt. And because even if you don't get anything, it's just a camaraderie with your buddies out there. My son goes with me. We still shoot birds, but sometimes you don't because they're not around.
It's not as easy as you think, man. When I went, man, they were like, you're sitting there and you're cold and you're covered up, and all of a sudden one comes over this way and you gotta, it's like way up there. It's
yeah.
like,
Well, he was shooting wood ducks too. That were they're like little F-16s coming through.
Yeah, you better be quick and be able to lead them and everything like that. Figured out. I think I hit one. I hurt his feelings at least.
Yeah, I took Chad out there. I said we haven't had an excuse to go to Kennedy Sports here in Wilmington, right?
I bought all this crap.
I'm like, here, you gonna need this, you gonna need that. He's like, all right, cool. So we go out that that Saturday morning. It was me, you, and my son, I believe. Mm-hmm. And we shot at a bunch. We didn't kill any, but
the butt crack of dawn.
Oh yeah,
freaking cold. Getting on the river, the wind blowing, and dark, and finally getting your spot. And then you see some other fools out there with guns, and I'm like, y'all stay over there. And, we're gonna be over here.
Yeah, we had a good time though, man.
Yeah, it was cool though.
It was
really
fun. Cool. But I'm going to. I like traveling. Me and my girlfriend like to. Since my kids are older now, one's grown, one's almost grown, we like to travel and do a little bit more things. Like I'm going back to St. Croix in November, and going to go see some of the regular, like the people that live there. They remembered us because we got a rental car from them, and we went back. We did the paperwork again to do it, and they were like, yeah, we remember you. So, I mean, the locals there are really nice. Who's calling me? Oh, I'll call you back, Petey. But other than that, man, just like flounder gigging. I love flounder gig. That's fun.
Yeah, if we had a season here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't. Yeah, I saw some flounder when I was snorkeling in the Bahamas at the Blue Lagoon in the Bahamas there. It's pretty cool. They're white. They're solid white. They blend in with the white sand. They're not like our flounder here. But,
pretty though. Yeah,
it's very, very pretty. I saw a lot of fish, a lot of barracuda. It was just cool to get the kids out in the water and see all that. The anemones. We saw a lot of urchins and parrotfish and angelfish. Just all the different species.
It's beautiful.
We saw a ton of species. Sometimes you go and you just see like little sergeant majors, and they're the little striped ones. You see those every time, but this time we saw a wide assortment of fish. It was really cool to go this time. And I wasn't expecting a whole lot from the Bahamas, but I like going a little further south. But it was fun. It was really cool. And I'd do it again.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not big on Bahamas, but if it's something like that, yeah.
It was surprising.
Give it a try. So you guys at home, we have told you a little bit about us, but here's the thing. We asked you guys to comment or email us.
We've gotten a couple of responses.
And we got some responses. So we want to respond back to you guys, and thank you for doing that. That helps.
Keep them coming, by the way.
Yeah.
We like to interact, and we don't know everything by any stretch. There's a lot of people in this industry. We've met different parts of the United States. We like meeting all the other networking with folks.
Ideas.
Different ideas on this stuff. And it's just a good way to communicate and network with other people. So we like going to these events and getting the word out that, hey, man, we're available here, and if you ever need us.
So find that email if you can.
Well, I know generally what the guy was asking. He was new in the business, and I think he's from the western part. Actually, the dude's probably, because of the hurricane. I just remembered he's from the western part of the state.
Oh yeah.
So he's probably hurting from all this. But
hope you're safe, buddy.
Yeah. But he's been watching the shows, reached out to us, and said that he wanted to know like little things like qualifying co-signers. That was
and red flags.
Yeah, like red flags of things to stay away from. And
so all right. So I'll do, because I do it, especially when you get the phones over. God. So one thing me and Chad look for, and Chad's taught me this, and the reason why it works so well is because we're on the same page.
Yeah.
So when somebody calls and says they want to get Johnny out, little Johnny out.
So I don't mean to cut you off, but generally what you're trying to do is you're looking for stability. stability is the name of the game, because if you're not stable, if you can pick up and go no matter what, if you're renting a place, if you're staying at a place with someone, you're not on a lease, if you're in a job that you can pretty much leave and go do anywhere.
Own a property.
Let's say you're a painter. Big one. Big one here. Painters.
Pick up a paintbrush and see you later.
And that's the male version. Usually the female version is, what would we say?
Stripper.
No. Well, that is one. That is
That's one.
No. House cleaners. House cleaners are big
Yes.
here, because of all the rental property and stuff at the beach. But, inland you got, tree workers.
Yep. You got a lot of tree workers.
You got
Framers, carpenters.
Yeah, a lot of construction people up and leave. Go
especially, how about when we have a storm that comes through?
Those are the worst. Those are the worst.
Yeah, they come from different states and get in trouble here.
You hear stories all the time about how those guys rip people off. I'm not saying everybody, but we see it a lot in the news.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, one guy tried to on our office down there. At the other office in Brunswick County, when we had a roof getting put on, a bunch of scam artists, man.
So a stable environment, a steady job.
Yeah.
Now, and it kind of goes the same for the cosigner too. You gotta have something to lose.
Right.
So say if you own your home, if you're trying to cosign for somebody, make sure you know that person and you know for a fact that they're going to handle their business. Because you're going to be reliable for that money if it has to be paid. So what we're looking for a cosigner is stable job, stable home. We look into we also look into that and make sure you're telling the truth, because we have systems that we use. Delph Point's one of them, and we can look into this up and see if you're telling us the truth or not. Criminal history, if you're involved in a case already, typically we're not going to let you co-sign because you're out on bond, So those are some of the little things that we look at, red flags for whether we want to do the bond or not. And it every now and again you'll get, you kind of get fooled.
Yeah. We're not perfect.
No, ain't nobody perfect.
Yeah, there's probably cases that we should have done that we didn't, that just didn't feel good about. But
like all the ones we talked about on this show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Every one of those we thought was good, but we ended up having to.
But a lot of them were also they weren't our bonds; they were the insurance company's bonds too.
We do stuff for actually bankers. Here's a plug for bankers.
We gotta get
Bankers
you.
Insurance,
Gotta get
Surety
you.
Services in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yep.
And actually, we need to talk to you guys about sponsorship. So there you go.
'Cause,
first ad.
Palmetto's on board also.
Palmetto's on board too. So where we at, guys?
Hey guys, we gotta give you a shout out, Scott with Palmetto.
Scott Willis, good guy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything while we're in Florida. That was awesome.
Yep.
Thanks for Michelle's husband. Hey, buddy, thanks for the cigar. That was a really good cigar. I love the cigars, man.
Could have been a real Cuban. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. I don't care, man.
I don't care.
I
It
don't
was
know.
good.
It was good. So, guys, this has been a little different
than
episode.
normal. Yeah. We off our norm, but we just wanted to kind of break it up a little bit. We try to with guests and stuff like that, and then back to our stories, but a little bit more about kind of who we are, what we'd like to do, and
Yeah, we got more. Believe me,
we
because
got plenty more.
Jason Smith is coming back in.
Yeah.
Hunter Ford's going to be coming back in. We're going. We love talking to these guys. They're awesome people.
Oh yeah, I got a guy that emailed me also that wants to be on the show. That's a bondsman that we met at the event in Florida a couple months ago. He emailed me once to do an interview with him.
Right
so
on,
he's got stories he wants to tell too.
We got stories, baby.
We got stories.
We got plenty of them. So that's it for this episode, Chad. I'm glad the people at home got to hear a little bit more about you, about me, about us and what we're doing here. And until then,
keep the questions and comments coming in. I guess what, on our YouTube? Is that where they put it?
That you can YouTube. You can, all right, so you can go to YouTube, Off the Hook Podcast. You can comment, like there. You can subscribe. That's what we like.
Yep.
You can go to Spotify, Apple Podcast, streaming on all platforms. You can contact Mr. Taylor here at offthehookbell.com. And everything's up there. The email address, go right to it. offthehookbell@gmail.
OTH Bellbonds at Gmail.
OTHbellbonds@gmail. Contact him there. Call him. I mean, hell, he likes phone calls. He gets them all the damn time.
And for the next episode, hopefully, going to have some new merch.
Ooh, yes.
Starting.
If I
Now,
can't.
this was actually, I picked this up at Black Rifle Coffee in Georgia on my way down. And a nice shirt that I'm going to be wearing on another episode.
It's going to be awesome.
Of course, it's politically involved.
Yes. I can't wait for the hats to come. That's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. But I just got my Kenny hat on, man.
Okay, gotcha.
My Kenny hat from the...
You like that?
Yeah, man. Kenny's awesome, man.
All right.
You start listening to some Kenny on the beach with beer.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're 10 hours in, you're sloshed, you can't make it back. So you just sleep there on the beach.
And then you call one of us when you're in jail. I'm sorry. But we're there if you need us.
Yes.
Put that damn dog down.
All right, guys, we love you. Mean it. I'm Rob.
And I'm Chad. and
We'll talk to you later.
You've been listening to Off the Hook with Chad and Rob. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And be sure to follow us for notifications for another exciting episode. But in the meantime, you can go to our website at www.offthehookbail.com to see more. So until next time, stay out of trouble, or it'll be you that needs to get off the hook. See you soon.